Hey y'all, it's a new day. I just woke up. It is currently noon. I'm ready to start my day. I have my coffee I just made in my cup, and I have 3 cows all ready to be shipped for their new homes. Um, and I'm probably going to be talking about session 4 of my therapy, which was yesterday. And if you don't know, I'm in cognitive processing therapy for PTSD. So I'm feeling better today, and I think I'll be able to talk about it today. I was not feeling up to it yesterday. So let's get these orders packed up and sit down and talk about therapy. I ran out of thank you cards for my orders. I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to cut out these are my shipping labels, and then my order info for the customer, and write my little thank you notes. And I've got my 3 boxes sitting right here, readied up, my cows. Okay, so I've got my cardigan to crochet in a few minutes, but first I want to go over what I went over in therapy yesterday for session 4. This worksheet is all about taking those stuck point and asking yourself questions about it, like what is the evidence for and against this stuck point? And as my therapist said, it wouldn't be a stuck point if it had evidence to show that it's true. Because if I look up in like the dictionary, not good enough, it's not gonna have my picture there, as my therapist says. I'm like, yes, valid. So it's all about kind of just restructuring how I think about it. And then last week I was also testing out telling myself something in place of that stuck point. So instead of I'm not good enough, I am doing my best, is something that I wrote down that I think is believable to me. That's a realistic belief to me at this time. Things like I am good enough, just doing like the opposite that's a wonderful affirmation, and I will use that one. I don't feel it as a realistic belief to me at this moment because it's just the complete opposite of what I'm currently feeling at this time and have kind of believed about myself my entire life. So these are really hard. And yesterday I didn't want to talk about my therapy because I just felt really unsure and like insecure, I guess. And I just feel insecure when I talk about this stuff because it's like, it's just really hard to talk about. And I'm like trying to find words, but it's so hard. So I guess I'm going to do this. I will give you an example though. With yesterday, she was saying, for example, like I only need one thing against that belief to like disprove it, basically. So things like my husband, he knows I'm good enough, or more than enough, or whatever. He knows I matter. He knows, he appreciates that I can be myself around him. Things like that. He is evidence that I am wonderful. I'm a wonderful person. And him marrying me, it shows as much as I'm good enough or whatever it is. Like, these things are disproving, like a lot of things in my life have disproved. Like, I graduated nursing school, I got my nursing license, I worked as a nurse for a year, and that was all successful, honestly. Even though I left my nursing career, that was also a big plus in my life because it just wasn't for me, and it never was for me. Anyway, lots of work, lots of experience, lots of growth, and challenges with that. I mean, one of my stuck points is like, I'm stupid. All that shit that I just said is proof that I am not unintellectual. I have intellect, so that disproves that. So it's really that's a fun part. That's the fun first question, but then like the other ones get kind of like I have to think about this. So anyway, less talky, more worky, homeworky. Therapy homework is done. I did it on, I thought this was fitting, I did it on I'm not worth being listened to because I'm making a video and talking. So I thought it was fitting to do that right now. My evidence against that stuck point is my husband, because he always listens to me. Sometimes I don't pick the best times to talk to him when he doesn't have my full attention. He's like maybe playing a game and I'm like saying something that's important, and then I'm getting triggered because he's not like giving me attention. Like, those are the times when I need to kind of pick a better time to say something, which I am still learning to do, because it's hard to like keep my feelings in and keep my thoughts in and be like, okay, I want to talk about this later, or I'll talk about this in a few minutes, because I have a tendency to forget very fast. So not that it's not like worth talking about, because I know some people say like, if you forgot it, then it wasn't really worth talking about. Well, that's not really true. Because of my trauma, I have memory problems, so I don't tend to remember, especially things that feel wrong to me. Like, if maybe I was hurt by something, or maybe I realized something that hurt me and I wanted to talk about it, it's not like something that my brain wants to hold on to, because I instinctively want to just push it out and forget about it and not deal with it. So I'm still learning, but yeah, my voice, my thoughts and opinions are unique. I really like the question here where it says, where did this stuck point come from? Is this a dependable source of information on the stuck point? So I think that's a really interesting way to think about my stuck points. Child me was not a very good, reliable source for information because I just did not have all the information and I did not understand all of those things. I did not understand that my parents had all these insecurities. I just, when you grow up with your caregiver, whoever it is, you're learning solely from them and you're learning from their interactions with their relationships or other people or whatever it is, and that's just kind of how you grow up with those core beliefs. And my parents had a lot of insecurities, and I kind of they rubbed that stuff off on me, and the way that they interacted with each other and interacted with themselves, especially when they were upset. That's where I'm getting all of this stuff, and they didn't mean to do that. That was never their intent, and I know that. So that is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with what my parents did. It's just I have things that I think I need to heal from, that I want to learn from, and I want to finally deal with and think about and, finally move on with my life instead of holding on to these core beliefs that just really don't define me. And forever I've just thought that they do. So this cake is not looking the best right now. I have moved it so much. This is my cardigan I'm crocheting. Here's the armholes, so it's completely seamless. Wonderful for me, perfect for me. Seaming at the end is just the worst part. I hate sewing stuff together at the end because it's just so many more steps, so much more work, so much more time. And I'd rather crochet in that time instead of sew, because this brings me a lot more joy than a needle does. So, right now it's more of a cropped cardigan for me, but I'm definitely making this a duster cardigan, or at least to my butt area-ish. Depends on how much yarn I have. I have 6 hanks of this, so I'm thinking that I will definitely have enough to make the length that I want. This is wonderful. This makes me feel so much better. Oh my god.